Hey, thank you so much for tuning in to a new episode of Cut to Movies with Vivek and Viru. Just before we dive in, we'd like to give you a disclaimer that this episode is filled with spoilers. So please do watch the film first, unless, of course, you don't have an issue with spoilers, in which case.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Cut 2 with Vivek and Viru. Well, today it's actually just Viru. Vivek is a little caught up, and we thought we should keep doing this and keep giving you some suggestions. So I just came on myself. It is going to be a little tough for me. I kind of thought that I would do two voices, but यार रहने देते हैं, एक ही voice करते हैं और hopefully it'll turn out good. So stick with me. And today we are actually in Indonesia. Yes, and we are doing the 2019 Indonesian neo-noir superhero film Gundala. Yes, it's Indonesian, it's not South Indian. And Gundala is actually a comic character created by Harya Hasmi Suraminata in 1969. And now it's brought to life in 2019 by director and writer Joko Anwar, who's probably the most influential new age Indonesian director. And it stars Abhimana Arya Satya, who stars as Sanchaka or Gundala. Now, Gundala is a tale of Sanchaka who discovers his superhero powers. He gets it from lightning. And then he defeats a notorious crime boss who's trying to poison pregnant women. A very, very nefarious plan, and he stops it. And he fights unginnat villains along the way. And you have these long drawn martial arts sequences in which he kind of defeats them. Yeah. And he gets his power from the lightning, but yeah, his film mein na, he's just getting to know his power. So he really doesn't know it too well, how to use it. And when he does, so वो तो बाकी सबको तो ऐसे उड़ा देता है. तो जब तक उसको नहीं आता है कि कैसे मैं अभी lightning use करूंगा, and in fact when he's indoors, he is kind of using his martial arts to survive or to kick ass. But once he's like in the open, that is when he kind of summons the electricity, channels it through himself, and kind of blows the villains away. But this is actually an origin tale, so it takes a little time to get started. It is like a 2 hour film, but आधा घंटा ना उसके बचपन में ही निकल जाता है कि कैसे उसका फादर एक फैक्ट्री वर्कर था and he protested against, he was like a union member, वो protest करता है and the evil factory owner, he gets the father killed, and while the Sanchaka watches his father getting killed, he gets struck by lightning, and that is when he gets the powers. He doesn't realize it then, but he gets struck by lightning, and that is when he actually gets it. It's very much like Minnal Murli. Yeah? Minnal Murli, Minnal Murli is a much better film, but उसका इधर से ही गुंडला से ही काइंड ऑफ वो लिया हुआ है कि भाई लाइटनिंग लगता है और उसको वो पावर आ जाता है. उसमें ही गेट्स मिन्नल मुरली में ही गेट्स सुपर ह्यूमन strength, and you still have to figure out what is the kind of powers that he has. But यहाँ पे he Gundala is basically, he can generate lightning bolts, he can punch with lightning, and he has superhuman speed, right? तो ये उसके powers है, and that is what you see through the film. In terms of effects, it is not that great, but that is expected. Mostly it relies on martial arts and not to great graphics because it's just made in $2.1 billion. Now, if you compare it with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Iron Man was actually made for $140 million, and the final Endgame film was made in $400 million. So imagine the disparity, and that's why the difference in the quality. Now, the difference in the quality, Indonesian guys make up with the grit and the determination and the fights that they have. And this is Joko Anwar is like completely inspired by the Dark Knight trilogy. And उसके जैसा म्यूजिक, उसके जैसा ग्रिटी फील, उसके जैसा पूरा एटमॉस्फेयर क्रिएट किया हुआ है. तो वही सब करते करते उसने वो फिल्म बनाया है. और actually छोटे बजट में he's done a very good job. And if I was just comparing it with Minnal Murli is approximately made in the same kind of amount. बट उसमें थोड़ा ग्राफिक्स कम यूज किया है, इसमें ज्यादा किया है, इसमें मार्शल आर्ट्स ज्यादा है, इसमें एटमॉस्फेरिक्स बहुत अच्छा यूज किया है गुंडला में। मिन्नल मुरली में कम किया है, बट मिन्नल मुरली इज अ मच स्ट्रॉन्गर टेल। बहुत अच्छे से, इट हैज ग्रेट इमोशंस, while Gundala kind of squanders its potential a little bit because, well, I would say that it's just setting up the entire story. So it's a little slow, it takes its time. And but when it starts going, then you have a little bit of fun, right? Uh, Also, this was actually interestingly made by a Indonesian American who actually was studying in America, and then he thought कि मैं वापस आके मार्वल सिनेमैटिक यूनिवर्स तो उसने देखा था, उसने बोला चल मैं इंडोनेशिया में जाके उधर का मार्वल सिनेमैटिक यूनिवर्स बनाता हूँ। तो ही केम बैक एंड ही मेड द बूमिलांगेट सिनेमैटिक यूनिवर्स। उसने सोचा कि मैं वापस जाऊंगा एंड आई विल टेक द बेस्ट सुपर हीरोज कॉमिक्स वाला कैरेक्टर्स इन इंडोनेशिया और उसके ऊपर एक सिनेमैटिक यूनिवर्स बना दूंगा। And that is when he kind of came back, got all the rights, and he created this Bumilangit cinematic universe, which is also called the Jagat Cinema Bumilangit. And usme he's already announced like 8 movies, and Gundala was the first movie from it. And to his credit, what he's done is he's got the best talent. He's got the best talent from across Indonesia. He's got the biggest actors, the biggest directors, और उनको बोला है ये बनाने को, so that it gives credibility to the whole thing. And that is why Gundala was successful. It was done by one of the most exciting directors, Joko Anwar, and it has a great cast. And it was done well. So उसने अगर 2 million में बनाया तो उसने 4 million उसका box office भी था. So he made money, and so that's why it seems like he's on the right path. And towards the end of it, इसमें भी वो मार्वल में कैसा होता है कि एंड में एक एंड क्रेडिट सीन रहता है, वो उसमें सीन डाला है। उसमें फिल्म के बीच में एक और सेकंड जो सुपर हीरो है उसको इंट्रोड्यूस किया है, श्री आसी। एंड श्री आसी इज नाउ द नेक्स्ट मूवी दैट दे आर मेकिंग। And Shri Asi is actually much more powerful. She is superhuman strength equal to 250 male adults. She has flight abilities. She's great at martial arts. She can enlarge her body. She can do body manipulations. So basically, she can probably uh, turn into someone else, maybe. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. But yeah, I mean that it just goes to show that the guy who actually dreamt of this, Bismarka Kurniawan, kudos to him. He wants to make this amazing experience for. He wants to replicate the success of Marvel Cinematic Universe, and he started off well. Gundala overall मुझे लग रहा है कि martial arts बहुत सही है, एक्शन सीक्वेंसेस अच्छे हैं, इट्स नाइस एटमॉस्फेरिक, वेल मेड, उसका सूट भी अच्छा है, एंड ऑल ऑफ दैट इज नाइस. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई थिंक इट्स अ फन मूवी. इट टेक्स अ लिटिल बिट ऑफ टाइम, इट्स डन वेल. But when it actually gets going, it's pretty good. So that's why I kind of liked it, and it's quite an exciting start to this cinematic universe. And I hope you also catch it and let us know how you felt about it. Is it better than Minnal Murli? Did you feel that it is like Flying Jut? Let us know. I feel it is much better than Flying Jut, but it is a little. I mean, it's not as good as Minnal Murli. So check it out and let me know your views on the same. But I tell you that you should watch it because it's a part of a great universe that they have kind of tried to set up, and you should check out how it can be done at low budget as well. Chalo, do let us know if you have seen any other superhero movie from any other part of the world which is low budget but it's great, gritty, and we should check out. Do let us know, and do let us know your views on Gundala as well. All right, hope you enjoyed this solo show. Let me know if I should ever do it again, or just tell me that I've done well so that I'm a little encouraged. All right, bye guys. See you next time. Bye, and hopefully Vivek will be there so you won't get bored again. Chalo, see ya.